Tuxedo Terrace engagement scene by Carmine Bicchetti. Interior, Lorenzo and Kitty's living room, moments later.
So, Mr. O'Sullivan, what line of work are you in?
I work for the government, Immigration and Naturalization Services.
Well, that sounds just fascinating.
Truth is, Eddie, that Mr. O'Sullivan is here to inspect Kitty and my marriage.
You and Kitty? But you're the real deal. Look, Mr. O'Sullivan, I've known these two kids a long time, and believe me, there are tons of sham marriages in Hollywood, but this ain't one of them.
I'm simply doing my job, Mr. Fisher. Whenever a citizen marries a foreigner, the government just likes to follow up, just to ensure the validity of the marriage.
Oh, they're Val, all right. I was there. She was a knockout. You should have seen the dress she wore.
Yes, Dior, I've heard.
Lorenzo nervously slurps down his drink.
Dinner!
They all pop up, relieved to break the ice. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. Kitty looks at Lorenzo curiously.
I wonder who that could be.
Well, maybe it's Miss Fisher, able to make it after all.
As Lorenzo opens the door, his smile quickly turns into a look of panic as he realizes that standing in his doorway is Chip in a drunken state.
Chip, what the hell are you doing here?
I could ask you the very same thing. How could you, Lorenzo Lanzarelli, not invite me to your dinner party?
Chip, you are as drunk as a skunk.
How dare you? I've never seen a drunk skunk in my life.
Chip barges in and Lorenzo chases after him.
Chip, calm down. I can explain.
I don't want an explanation. I want to rob Roy.
Chip walks into the dining room and sees the group at the table.
Who the hell are these people?
Kitty immediately stands up.
Chip, what an unexpected surprise.
What's going
on?
What's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on, Kitty. I'm heartbroken. Heartbroken, I tell you, that I was not included in this clearly boring dinner party.
Who is this person?
This person, well, this is Chip Matthews. Chip, this is Mr. Brian O'Sullivan. He's with the INS.
Chip inspects him up and down with his eyes.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'm sorry, what is your relationship to Mr. Lucatelli?
His relationship, why, he's a dear friend. He just happens to be, well, he happens to be...
Lisette emerges from the kitchen and Lorenzo's eyes light up.
He happens to be Lisette's fiancé.
Kel?
What?
Exactly.
That's right. We know all about your secret affair with Lisette, and you don't have to hide it any longer. The cat's out of the bag.
There's a cat in the bag?
Yes, well, you no longer have to hide your love for each other. We know all too well that love knows no boundaries. In fact, let's celebrate. Come to the kitchen. I've got some champagne on ice.
I'll help you.
Lorenzo and Kitty push Chip and Lisette into the kitchen. Lisette and Chip seem very confused and begin shouting.
But I don't want champagne. Don't push me, Lorenzo!
Lorenzo grabs him by the wrists and flings him into the kitchen. Chip lets out a very effeminate howl.
Ah!
The kitchen door swings open and Lorenzo, Kitty, Lisette, and Chip all come through in a cluster.
Lorenzo, what the hell is going on? I was supposed to meet Elizabeth Taylor, and now you've got me too engaged to Scarlett O'Hare.
I know the French are known for their rudeness, but that's uncalled for.
Will the two of you both shut up and listen to me? Chip, the reason I didn't invite you tonight was because Mr. O'Sullivan is an inspector to question my marriage to Kitty. And if he suspects the marriage to Kitty, and if he suspects it's a sham, he's going to deport me back to Italy.
The queen in a bad suit?
Chip peers back through the crack in the door to glare at O'Sullivan.
He's not one of us, Chip. He's straight. Are you hearing me?
I hear you. I hear you. That man is as queer than Christmas at Liberace's.
Oh, Christ. I'm done for, Kitty. Get me a drink.
Listen to me, both of you. We have a lot riding on this dinner, so please, for our sake, can you just pretend to be engaged for an hour so he doesn't get suspicious?
You want me to pretend to be engaged to a man? I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm just not that kind of lady.
You, sir, are no lady.
Chip takes a swig of champagne. Lorenzo grabs the bottle out of his hand.
Give me that, Kitty. Get him some coffee.
Lorenzo grabs Chip by the lapels and gets in his face.
You listen to me. I've done a lot for you, haven't I? Who went to the bat for you at the studio? Who insisted you get treated with respect that chastens? Not to mention That incident in Palm Springs, I covered up for you.
Busboy said he was 18.
Lorenzo shakes Chip by the shoulders.
You are going to march back out there and pretend for a few minutes that you are madly in love with my wife's French girlfriend.
Lorenzo, you know I love you, but who are you kidding? There's no way I can pass this straight.
What are you talking about? You're married.
Oh yeah, my loving Doris. I forgot about her.
Please, Chip, just don't speak. And try not to move. Lisette!
Fine, but you are sending me and Kitty to Ojai for our anniversary. And we get to take the Cadillac.
Fine. Mon amour.
She throws her arms around Chip.